Most of us think that to make our dog happy, we need big things, long walks, new toys, or a well-stocked meal, but the truth is always lighter than you imagine. A dog doesn't wait for big things. They wait for very small moments. The moment you walk in the door and their eyes soften. The moment they pause for a few seconds just to see if you're really noticing them. The moment you gently touch them, not to teach or command, just because that's the moment you choose them. And the most paradoxical thing is this. Those small things can change your dog's entire emotional world, but most owners accidentally miss them every day. Today, in 12 things you rarely do for your dog, but should. Every day we will open up 12 simple moments each, taking only a few seconds, but able to make your dog's heart bloom as if their whole life was just reset from scratch. If you're ready to see your dog in a completely new way, let's begin. Section 1. The 10-second ritual. You'll be surprised to learn there's a moment lasting less than 10 seconds, yet powerful enough to change your dog's whole day. No words required, no petting needed, just a brief gaze meeting. And in that silent moment, their heart relaxes as though setting down a burden they've carried for too long. Imagine late afternoon, sunlight golden on their back. Your dog stands still, doesn't beg, doesn't demand to play, just quietly looks at you with soft eyes asking, "Do you see me?" And when your gaze replies even for a few seconds, a miracle happens. Their anxiety center slows, their breathing deepens, their little shoulders drop like safety is dissolving through their body. This is not a chance act. It's a silent whisper, "I'm here. I see you. I'm calm because you're here." Don't let that moment pass hurriedly. Just pause, look at them with gentle, unhurried attention, and you've done something they've been waiting for all day long. And precisely at the moment that sense of safety is touched, something inside them long neglected starts to awaken. Leading us to the second thing. Most owners never notice but is more important than you'd think. Section 2. The forgotten zones. You'll be surprised to know most of a dog's tension isn't in the parts you usually pet. It isn't in the head, the back, or the belly, those zones you've touched hundreds of times. Instead, it lingers where you almost never place your hand, between their toes where the chest muscles meet the armpit, or just in front of the shoulder, small points but packed with emotion, compressed day by day. Try an afternoon when they're lying next to you, eyes half closed, breathing steady. You slowly place your hand, touch the web between their toes where the fur is softest. Just a slow touch, and you'll feel their whole body soften as if a door has opened. Then they lean their head further into you as though whispering, "Finally, someone knows where it hurts." Many dogs live their whole lives without ever releasing those tension points. They just endure quietly but persistently, like we carry a familiar weight without noticing. And when you touch the right spot, just one short stroke, they suddenly let themselves melt into your hand as though putting down an invisible weight. The sweetest moment is when they close their eyes. Not because they're sleepy, but because they exhale deeply, the breath of a body finally being understood by someone. When that relief spreads, another need begins to wake in them. A need most owners never even suspect, the thing that makes a dog feel respected as a true individual. Section 3. The power of choice. You'll notice something very strange when you let your dog choose. They soften, become more confident, and sometimes look at you with a completely different gaze. All day, from mealtime to bedtime, from play to rest, every decision is set by you, and they obediently follow, no complaint, no demand. But deep inside there is one need. Few notice the feeling of choice. Just a small moment you pick up the leash, but instead of stepping out immediately, you sit down, hand them the leash, and gently ask, "Ready?" If they turn away, lie down, or just look at you, then sigh. It's not laziness. It's the rare moment they say, "Not now." 5 minutes later, when they stand up, wag their tail, and walk toward you, that's not just agreement to go for a walk. It's choosing you this time, not because of schedule, not because of habit, but because they want to. That small act opens a part of their brain seldom used before, the decision-making, problem-solving zone. When you allow your dog a right of choice, even just 1% of the day, you're awakening the intelligence and confidence they always had but never reached. And once that mind is awakened, another need immediately appears. The need to use that brain to decode, to hunt, to win, something most owners nearly forget. Section 4. The Hidden Brain. Game. You'll be surprised to know that there are days your dog doesn't need to run, doesn't need to jump, doesn't need a long walk, they just need a small puzzle to feel fulfilled. When you're busy, their brain falls into a sleep state, like a motor left unused for too long. They pace the house, lie down, then stand up as though waiting for someone to flick the switch inside. Just one small treat hidden behind a table leg under a blanket or between two items and the magic begins. Their nose expands, breathing quickens, eyes light up as though awakening. Not because of food, but because of the mission. A challenge just right enough to ignite both their heart and brain at the same time. And when they find the treat, tail wagging, strong shoulders, drop eyes raise as if the child who's just solved the big prize. That moment simple, yet more satisfying than a long run. Because research shows just a small tracking exercise activates more brain areas than a full walk. It's the victory that their brain craves each day. A victory no one forced, no one instructed, just instinct awakened at the right time. And once that brain is awake, their heart wants to sync with yours, leading to something that seems simple but decides how they move from excitement into calm beside you. Section 5. Match. Before you guide. You'll be surprised to know that there's a small moment each time you walk through the door, and it decides whether your dog will calm down easily or stay more and more hyped. You come home from work, tired, ready to sit down immediately, but your dog bursts like a small explosion, jumps, spins, shakes like fireworks. Many try to stop the excitement right away. But science says the opposite. When you raise your energy slightly, just for 20 seconds, then gradually lower it, your dog's brain learns a precious thing: changing states is safe. Picture it. You smile gently, crouch, touch their shoulder with a joyous moment like they are feeling it. Two waves of emotion meet, then gradually calm together. The result is that only seconds later, they're lying at your feet, breathing evenly, peaceful. When they learn that shifting emotion isn't scary, they become softer, easier to guide, and less reactive to disruptions during the day. And from that foundation, they begin to need another thing: a gentle touch of safe surprise. Section 6. The Controlled Chaos Method. You often hear dogs need a stable routine. That's true. But few know that within that stability, a dog needs a little seasoning, just 5%, to keep their brain flexible like when they were wild. A meal just 3 minutes earlier. A walk that turns a different corner. A toy placed in a slightly unusual spot. Those very small things with dogs feel like you opened a new window in a familiar house. Not chaos, not big change, just a benign surprise, helping them feel life isn't too monotonous. Each tiny variation awakens their adapt instinct, the thing that makes dogs smart and confident. You'll see it when they tilt their head, ears up, tail wag low, the sign of curiosity without anxiety. And from those little sparks of curiosity, a deeper emotion is awakened. Feeling needed. Section 7. The Purpose Problem. Do you notice that there are days your dog seems quiet? Not sad, not tired, just missing something that makes them stand up more. And it's often not food, not exercise, it's purpose. A small task, but their own. Carrying your shoes, checking each room, bringing you the mail, picking up something you dropped. When you give them a role, however simple, you'll see an immediate change. Chest lifts, gait becomes confident, eyes brighten. It's the feeling of I'm useful, something even humans need to feel complete. When a dog has a task, their stress level drops, heart rate steadies, and they bond with you in a very special way, not just because of affection, but because of companionship. And when they feel respected as a real member, they begin to crave another thing, something most owners accidentally skip being asked. Do you want to? Section 8. The Consent Game. You wouldn't believe it, but up to 40% of the times you're petting your dog, they're just politely tolerating it. Not because they don't love you, but because they had no chance to say, I want this or I'm done. So when you try this little game, touch lightly for 3 seconds, then stop, you'll see something wonderful. If they lean into your hand, bring their head closer, or step forward half a foot, that's their yes in body language. But if they freeze, glance away, or turn their face, it means they're saying, I don't need more. The beautiful thing is when you respect that answer, whether yes or no, their trust in you deepens a layer. Like someone first asking if you'd like a hug, the feeling is both warm and light. And when the trust is built in small moments like this, a big change happens at the time you least expect, right before bedtime. Section 9. The chemical moment. There's a very special moment you rarely notice, the moment just before your dog drifts into sleep. They curl up, lie close to your feet, breathing steady, eyes half closed. And at that moment, if you pay attention to very small things like their breath rhythm, the faint snuffle of their nose, or the slight ear twitch, your body releases a group of bonding hormones that the dog can smell. They sense that gentle attention. They sense your breathing slowing down. And in their brain, the familiar person zone lights up as though you gently touch their name with your presence. No words needed, no petting required, just being there, very still. And in that moment, you have become the warm safety they long to sink into every night. And from that deep stillness, your dog will ask for something you didn't even anticipate, the thing that connects the whole day into a complete loop. Section 10. The scent loop. Your body scent changes after you've been out. Sunlight, wind, strangers passing by, the emotions you carry. And did you know? To the dog, that's their daily journal. When you come home, if you let them stay near and sniff you in silent 20 seconds, you're letting them read your story. Researchers found that when a dog completes this sniff loop, their heart rate slows, their body softens, and a small sigh escapes, like they just closed a circle they'd been waiting all day to finish. It's not instinct. It's the assurance you're back. I know you're still you. We're together again. And when that loop is completed, their brain opens up to receive what every dog craves: a micro-adventure smaller than a square meter. Section 11. The 92 Micro-Adventure. You don't need to take your dog to a forest, mountain, or big park to make them feel today was amazing. A dog's brain doesn't measure happiness in miles, it measures it in novelty. Just a different turn on the walk, a strange bush, a leaf with the neighbor cat's scent. Just 92 seconds free to sniff something totally new, and dopamine in their brain shoots up like a long adventure. Tail up stride, light eyes wide like opening an unexpected gift. That's the micro-adventure, the tiny adventure a dog's brain always craves. No big-time commitment, no preparation needed. You simply slow down and let them do the job of their nose. And right after those small exploration moments, their mind becomes soft, peaceful, ready for the deepest form of connection a dog can give a human. Section 12. Rhythm. Bonding. There are evenings when you just sit next to your dog, say nothing. No petting, no demands. Just sitting. Quiet. And then the strange thing happens: their breathing begins to slow down in sync with yours. One. Then one. Like two waves meeting on the beach. Researchers found that when a dog feels absolutely safe, their heart rate and breathing can naturally sync with the person they trust most. And it doesn't happen with anyone else, only with the one they see as their own rhythm of life. That moment is almost the deepest love language a dog has. No barking, no licking, no demands. Just their body merging with yours as if saying, "I'm here. We share the beat." That's what every dog longs for. Not more time, but real presence. When you look back at these 12 things, you'll see a very beautiful truth. Your dog never asked for grand things. They don't need a long trip, expensive toys, a perfect schedule. What they've always waited for are the moments smaller than a fingertip but touching the heart deeply. A 10-second look, a touch in the right place, a small choice, a sniff loop to know you're back, a shared breath before sleep. With a dog, it's not about the activity, it's love. A love you give casually, but they receive with their whole soul. And the simplest truth is, they never needed you too busy for them. They just need you. Truly present.